Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pathfinder Kingmaker. My name is Syken. Today we are continuing the Pathfinder Kingmaker playthrough where we're doing the challenge run. Challenge run means hard difficulty, that's the second hardest difficulty. On top of it, only monoclass D and F tier characters. And on top of that, we're playing Last Azlanti, so if our main character Hawkbite ever dies, the game is over. Time to explore the Lonely Mill. While passing the windmill, we saw a curious thing. Goblins were squatting the shadow of the building, doing what goblins do best, stuffing their faces. They had gutted sacks of flour and were spreading the wealth. Some fried pancakes and open fire, others threw pieces of dough into the bubbling pot and making some kind of dumplings. Yet others rolled around in the white powder, shoving clumps down their throats. All of them, without exceptions, were guzzling ale from a keg nearby, spilling it over and other bellowing song. When they spotted us, the merry goblins, possibly due to the ale, stood their ground. Instead of fleeing, they started to whistle and wave, inviting us to join. Alright, lawful good. Frowned, bared his weapons, and charged into battle. Shrieking, the goblins scattered and run, kicking up the clouds of flour. When the clouds settled, the goblins were gone, no more sign. Well, we started with a bit of a fun episode, apparently. So this year has already been claimed. Yes, cool. We're going... Man. Fast forward for you. Good. After a short little intervention with around a dozen wolves, we are back on the road. At least it was not the typical encounter. So here we were told that there are artisans that might be interested in our help. Rusk of Wildfest, an elderly orc, looks at you with friendliness. What are you looking at? Can't you see Master Varric is not well on my last leg? Go along, leave me to my unhappy fate. What's your name? Varrisk the Wildfist, they call me. I've once had an armor and a weapon maker. I'm more of a corpse than a master now. Some evil people took everything from me, my family, my house, my craft, even my tools. What happened? What happened? It was a calamity. I was going about my business and then I fell ill, cut down by a fever. I'd been burning up for 3 weeks. I thought I would die more than once. A local merchant saved me. Kind soul, damn him. He saved me, but not for free. Took everything I had as a payment. Even my precious work tools. The last of my treasures. I'm useless like this. But I'm not good to anyone. When I got my tools back, I'd be quite alright. I used to make such weapons and armor, they sold faster than I could make them. So the weaponsmith's tools must be purchased from a vendor and returned to him. Let me guess, you are the one? Okay, fair enough. Here are your tools. Oh, can I have them back? Really, thank you so much. Well, now I'll be alright. I have food on the table, I get rid of this damn fever. And what do I promise my children? And I'll keep my promises. Give me a place to set up shop, and I work hard to repay you. Very good. The stunning elven lady turns to you, her hair immaculate, and her eyes are like deep water. Her beauty is like a bird of prey. She's also heavily armed. She sees you, her superior air fades, leaving a charmed smile on her face. How fortunate, your grace. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Nazriel, the weaponsmith. I can craft the deadliest weapon mortals can make. What do you have to offer? I hope starting to service you in exchange for your protection. See, my creations are not everyone's liking. In the lands where I come from, demand for artist blades are low. The heavier and cheaper ones are better for peasants. I had to swallow my pride and do such work merely to survive. I know that serving you will allow me to earn true recognition. I'm offering you a contract. You will provide me a workplace, a necessary resource, and I shall fill your arsenal with perfect instruments of death. More, I will craft you personally amazing and deadly weapons for which there is no equal. I have long been looking. Alright, agreed. Thank you. Sign here, please. Oh, done. Alright, yeah. Now I can touch a chord, blacksmith. I will order my apprentices to pack up my materials, make a new workshop, which you will kindly provide me with. As soon as I'm settled, I'll send one of my people to deliver the orders. Alright, weaponsmith, good. I like it. Armorsmith, great. I like it as well. And I think that's pretty much all we've gotten. Pretty sure we are now able to actually work through the settlement here. So we only had the absolute basics, and now we can build Nazriel's weapon shop. Yes. Needs to be at a tavern or longhouse, and Varesk's weapon shop. So now those both are there. Let's get the longhouse. And that should build it up pretty much. Okay, cool. Easy. I like it. The artisans are going to be important. Like you definitely want to have them because they can create truly amazing items. For instance, a Fushar +3 that has a couple of extra nice extra abilities, but yeah, we're nowhere near there.
My instincts dull when I'm tired.
So far things are really good. We're making headway, specifically compared to my first time when I was trying to manage the kingdom. This time is so much better. Monster sightings. Okay. Problem is, it's already working on a problem. So is there anyone else? No, that's not cool. Unfortunately, nothing we can do if there is only one advisor that can deal with a certain type of problem. Good, we're in the neighboring region. That means maybe it's a hard encounter. We don't know.
I'm up for an adventure.
Adventures await. A stealthy approach.
What are we looking at? Seeing something sneaking down there. Okay, well, it's buffing time. Good. So, let's see what we've gotten ourselves into. A group of travelers carrying back and satchels full of all manner of goods Who are you? Name's Urquhart. These here are my companions. We came from the village. Traveled in Galt in search for protection. Judging by your backs, you're not traveling, you're on the run. And if this so, your grace, stay in the barony than to go into the wilds. 3 folks torn to pieces in our village. And even more were slain by the beast that came out. God, has to be safer, you say? And I say we see for ourselves. This young fellow, what's wrong with him? Oh, Vernon, you mean? Must have been eating something. He is fine. Just felt sick, fever and all. This morning he began to cough blood. There's nothing you can do for Vernon. His signs are like the other afflicted. Any moment a monster might tear out of his belly.
We will be victorious.
Well. One, two, three, four. Some haste.
Work, you silly spell.
Our cry moves up. Look, I mean, it's just an owlbear. This time we have 4 magic missiles. That's actually not too bad.
Forwards! Not done for.
And there we go.
Onwards.
Problem solved. Oh, cursed land, cursed Baron. It's all your fault. Veteran died because of you. We're all going to die. You cannot imagine the pain that fills my heart with each life lost. I'm doing everything in my power to save you. And who can be saved? Please forgive me that I could not protect anyone. What, do you care for your apologies? Vernon isn't coming back. I will not be able to protect you if you leave for Gald. Turn back and inside of the capital you'll find the protection from the beast. Is that so? Well, it's all the same, no matter where we're going. Be it away from home or foreign lands, let us die in peace. You hear that, lads? We go back. A little bit overbuffed for the occasion, but you never know. It was just outside of our territory, so since sometimes these lands here are actually quite dangerous, I felt it was the safer option to just chill out and wait a little bit. Good. Bold Stones is the next region we're going to take a look at. Let's go. When in doubt, save. Yeah, I wish I could do that. It's Iron Man, my dude. So it's really just either you do or you do not.
Never stop learning.
I'll buff in peace and quiet. Hey, so let's get this ball rolling.
March on.
Nothing so far. It's crazy how different some of the regions are. Like, one region you're doing well, next one complete show. Nightmare? The greater nightmare, Torpor. They cannot be attacked from outside of their... what is it? They do have the smoke around them, and outside of their smoke screen they can't be attacked. They do have phase, so plane shift, but only for themselves, so the game won't be evil enough to let me essentially be plane shifted out.
I tire of waiting.
They are reasonably
I
strong.
know mystic theology, arcane bombomancy, eldritch
Stay on your
sciomancy,
toes.
and many other clever words.
So let us take this serious.
So many thoughts, so little time.
Wand of
I'll
True
make
Strike.
mine legend.
And we're actually going to start with that. Okay. Cool. Well,
I always have the upper hand.
we're ready. Let's go.
Death awaits.
Did we lose an arrow? Or was it just running into us? Apparently just running into us. Saving throw successful. Couldn't blind it. So, Torpor. Plus 31. Man, that sucks.
I'll loot your corpse.
What are we dealing with? Yep, 40 AC. That's what I thought. Three attacks. Come on. So good news here is that Gyaren really has a lot of very, very nice attack bonuses that he can stack. And Bewildering Injuries from Darkrai, not bad either. Okay, yeah, let's go.
Slice! Behead!
We're drinking just a little bit.
We can do it!
Okay, it's definitely immune to fear, so that's not going to work. This here is attack roll save and skills. That would be an option, or we're just giving luck, which everybody short of Darkrai can use it. Also Nightmare got affected. And we overcame the spell resistance, which is important. I think displacement for that thing is the right call. Intimidate checks succeeded. The cool part about intimidate checks is it works against the hit dice or sense motive, and most of the creatures do not have sense motive skill. So that's what was actually quite good. That means we are, or it is shaken. Yeah, to be expected.
Stab
Go.
your backs.
1, 2, 3, 4. Not a single hit. I would like to use Bane Weapon here, and let's go. Yeah, we're getting there. Fantastic.
Require my counsel?
I stand ready.
Don't know, don't care.
We should move.
Okay, a couple of hit point spells. Very good.
Adventures await.
Then
Need to con-
some more healing.
Out of my way!
No stopping now.
Got a magical glaive. What are we rocking with? Flaming glaive +2. man, we're getting really good weapons. It's a reach weapon. Look, it's hard to argue that a Flaming Glaive +2, which is effectively just more damage than the Fashard, would be the better. It would not be the better choice. Yes, it doesn't crit as often. Okay. But when it crits harder, and it has a +2. +2 base attack associated with it. I figured that this would be a bit of a harder fight, but apparently I was wrong. The buffing, though, was definitely the right choice.
No stopping now.
No one here. It was definitely the right choice, so... Just double checking, was that a Bardic that we just found? Glaive. Okay, not a Bardic, because you, my dude, do have Bardics. Okay, and you do have Fashards. Good. And ironically, you are running around with a Falchion and 2 Great Axes, so not a single weapon that I could use. I've really picked the worst kind of weapons. I got a Masterwork Fashard. It's ridiculous. Got a Glaive here, but that's not a Bardic either. Hilarious. Good, let's move to here. Then we're picking up the remaining resources. This all has been already cleared. So we've been very good in the second part during Troll Troubles.
My instincts dull when I'm tired.
And good timing for us to take a rest. Look, we're traveling over here. Let's just get to the shrine. So, in terms of stuff that we need to do. We got a couple of topics. So the Ancient Curse really has a long way to go. We could theoretically at some point go back to our favorite dungeon. Then, Witch Hunt. Jot received a note from Kasten. The tight-lipped fighter wouldn't bother the Baron without a good reason. And he wants to meet us on Moon Day, the first day of the week. It is... It is... not clear which day it is. It's the 11th of Paras. I don't know if 3 means Wednesday. Maybe. That would suck, coming down to here and then we can't really do anything. We're going to find out. Let's first of all go to the location. Alright. Kirsten found us. Fantastic. Sinew cares knots under his coat. You notice a suit of armor, sword hangs at his belt, the guards ready to fight. See you, my baron. Whilst we're waiting for you, I've not enough time to choose a good place for the ambush. I've received your letter. Wait for me here, because if this is the preparation of an ambush, we're actually going to buff. Alright, it's the next day. We wanted to go to the shrine. So now we're ready. Let's go, Kirsten. Welcome back, Your Grace. I've received your letter, Kirsten, and I came as soon as I could. Thank you, Your Grace. Decided that you like to see this place with your own eyes. Are we ready for an ambush? Not today. Come back later. And we'll get them when they least expect us. What do you know about the Lamatetsu? Not much, Your Grace. Heard strange things. Goblins, kobolds, and other wild beasts are worshipping them. Okay, so it's indeed the day of time is relevant. Where is Kirsten's letter? Alright. Your Grace, please forgive me. My sudden disappearance, deemed people afraid. Yep, that we had. It was with a heavy heart that I left your castle, but my hope was that once amongst the common people I would be able to track down the source of the disease that struck the barony. I was recently informed that squads scouring the outlying skirts of the Camelins had encountered a mysterious shrine. Our spies reported that beginning of each week cultists gathered here. So, now it's the question, which day is it? Definitely not the right day, elsewise there would be cultists here.
My expertise prevails.
Statue of the Mother of Monsters.
March on.
Good. This is going to be interesting as and when the cultists are actually here.
Onwards.
Let me see if I can find out what the Pathfinder day system looks like. Good, I found it out. You gotta hover over. So it is Fire Day, which is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then it's Monday. So
Follow me.
we got a few more days, but not that much. So question is, what are we going to do with our time? I definitely want to ambush them next Monday. This here is too far. Maybe we're just going to waste some time. And we have 200 and something days. I think you can just take a rest here. So let's go. 11th of Faraz is Far Day. Now it's 12th of Faraz, which should be Saturday. Resting one more time. Good. So this should be Sunday now. Unless I'm grossly mistaken. It is early Sunday. Okay. So, let's see if our 2 days of camping in the woods made any meaningful difference. It is Moon Day, which is exactly when we need to be here. What I don't like is the weather, so let's get out and get back in. Should change the weather, because I don't want to fight cultists in the rain. It is metal as F, but we don't need that extra slowdown. Well, maybe we need that extra slowdown.
Does anyone require...
Alright, let me buff. Good. Let's get ready. Welcome back. I'm ready. Let's go, Kirsten. Look, your grace, the cultists. This is going to be Metal SF. Come to me, Lamenestu, children. Today we praise our great mother who imbued us. Praise the beast, a glorious day. Here we are, Lamashtu. Lamashtu favor us. She blessed the peg with new cup. Beautiful female cup. Praise the sacred divine. I see the cup. At least. The goddess took the mother's life as payment. Worthy female she was. We honor the goddess. We need no weaklings. Tell us your bidding. Raise the mother of monsters, the life giver. Attach yourself to the waters of the Lamashtu. Open your mind. I shall carve her in my chest. Glory to Matashtu. Alright, yeah, well, we're going to F you guys up. Believe me.
Stay on your toes.
Well, surprise, surprise, my dude. Level 8 fighters. Okay, cool. You know, going to see how you deal with a stinking cloud. We're hasted, and we're ready. Curse upon you, Lamashtu will avenge her children. You're cheating, my dude. You can't move that far. You would be running away. I get it, but the range should stop you. Little prick. One of them still stands. Every single other one is taken down. And thanks to Jim here, the only one that is standing is already dead. Oh, dude. You need to be nerfed. That's crazy amounts of damage. Hawkbite charges in. Kaeren follows. And boy, we are ready to lay some good waste. Wow, nice. That's 20 points of damage just with magic missiles. That's actually not too bad.
We won't falter.
These guys can't do anything. One, two, three. And the cry moves in, almost kills the guy. Hawkbite finishes the job personally. Longsword, thank you. Crushing bone, hear me, each word I speak shall turn to stone, the words shall sunder at my opening, open your eyes, the world becomes beautiful, burnt forests stretching to the horizons, mounds of bodies, blackened skies. Yeah, that sounds incredibly beautiful now that I think about it. These guys are running around with falchions, so...
No stopping now.
The triumph over the wicked Lamashtu cultists proved incomplete. Some villain or villainess had slipped away under the cover of darkness. Without a second thought, our brave Baron, loyal Kirsten, and the comrades in arms rushed after the fleeing figure. The figure, clad in black, was barely visible in the dark, and the villain has gotten far ahead of us. After they decided to take a shortcut, they surprised the villain. Climbing in the darkness is a difficult task. It's not a joke when you try to catch stable rock, specifically in the middle of a thunderstorm, shall I add. Several times it seemed that our heroes were out of luck, but their stubbornness and through the runaway cultists gloating about eluding them gave them the strength. Moments later, we were at the top. So, our heroes found themselves at the top, and just in time, the cultist, barely visible in the darkness, was threading his way through the gore directly beneath them. It seemed that the cultist was so focused on finding his footing, he didn't notice his pursuers, perched him, giving the Baron a chance to strike. What will our heroes do next? Big, fat avalanche. I like it. The boulders rumbling down the slope, the column of dust, and the triumphant cries from above. That was enough for the Lamesh to herself to turn tail. The cultist wasn't any better. He lost his footing, and his escape turned into an awkward tumble, causing him to trip and stumble. Darkness failed to cover the peculiar way the runway walked. The robbed figure was limping badly, dragging their right leg. Despite that, the cultists vanished into the darkness without a trace. The parties followed to the edge of the plateau, where the flatland began. As our brave heroes reached the edge of the plateau, the vastness of the Camelands opened before them, an ocean of grass as far as the eye could see, a beautiful sight. Finding a quarry in the green grass, it would prove impossible. With our heads down, we hoped we have descended to where the small streamlet flowed amongst the stone. And then, there before us, in good fortune, in his haste, our villain had run through the high grass, leaving a trail for all to see. The party immediately set off, driven by the desire to capture the criminal who dared to escape punishment. We moved as swiftly as we could, but the ground seemed to fight us. Rocks gave way, mud grew deeper and deeper as we marched, and it seemed to grab our boots. Even the wind began to rise, lashing out our cloaks, and the foul scent filled the air. Sure signs were heading towards the Nile marches. Soaking wet and exhausted, our heroes came to a cabin at the edge of the swamp. No one with a dislocated leg would ever outrun anyone, let alone in these circumstances, no matter what. Anyways, it would also look like there might be a place where the cultists would seek shelter. It was unlikely a runaway would be brave enough to go into the depths of the Nile marshes in the middle of the night. So the Baron pushed open the door and stepped inside. As we are seeing the lodge is lit with only a few candles. The temple of tables and counters shadow thick around the room. Number of people are here in well-dressed couple, one at the table, a girl in a simple dress. A dozen near the opposite wall to the counter is an untidy dwarf. She's wiping the mugs and glaring at you. From the half-open kitchen, you hear a clanging of pans upon metal, presumably a stove. Kirsten looks around, thinks they've gone from bad to worse. We must find the cultists before they flee. We have no idea what they look like. The people in the lodge are looking surprised and concerned. How about you just ask, my dude? Each of them recognize you and ask themselves, what is the ruler of these lands doing at such late hours, flanked by armed guards? Like to look around and speak to the people as you command, your grace.
March on.
Greetings, Baron. Let me introduce myself, Cabran Tedram from Restov upon. Me is my wife, Una Tedram. Came here late to hunt, yet I admit we did not expect you in person. You recognize me at once? I doubt it, but news of the development within the Stone Lands and your role has traveled far. How quite name beyond the borders. It's an odd place. Why, Baron? We adore the charming dwelling. She glances around the dim hall. Her smile remains, but he knows she raises an eyebrow to her surroundings as if in judgment. I need a key to your room. Despite Yuna's cool expression, you noticed a bed of sweat running down her temple. She spots you. You get the Crime has taken place. One responsible might be hiding. Have you seen anything suspicious? I'm afraid, Your Grace, we won't be able to help. Seen anyone suspicious? We're not accustomed to such company, Baron. Do you recall who came in the last hour? On the second thought, this young woman, she didn't know exactly. When we enter our room, he turns to his wife, my dear, perhaps you recall, what was her name? Olika, sweetheart. Okay. Alright, Olika. Young woman stands before you wearing plain dress. Just let everybody walk, my dude. The one that has a broken leg, it's easy to find out. I've heard people calling you Baron, Your Grace. It's an honor to be in your presence. What are you doing here? I'm taking what rest I can before a long day on the road, Your Grace. I'm a widow. I've barely had 2 seasons to mourn my husband and who left with my child. And in difficult times like these, where are you from? From Galt, Your Grace. I'm from a tiny village near the track. You recall the location in Galt and Gralton. As far as you know, Stonelands lay aside the other places that Olika had named. Are you planning to stay in Gralton? I don't know yet, but things have turned well, then why not? Alright. I need the key to your room. She hesitates, but give it to you without a word. I'm looking for a cultist of a dark goddess. Can you help me? Cultist? That's horrible. How can I help you? Do you see anything suspicious? No. Do you know who came to the lodge last? I heard noises from the kitchen, and then a grumpy old lady, Dumra, came out. You see the couple at the table? They're from Restov. They claim you were last. But that's not true. I'm not. Dumra, the hostess, she was the last one. Okay. Dumra looks at you. People say you were the last. Right. I went out to the kitchen and this clumsy girl had knocked over some of my pots. What is it? How many people are here? Watch yourself. There are 3 of them, all sitting there. There's one in the kitchen. I guess she's a servant of 2 noble folk. They look like carrying all of the coin. A cultist of Lameshtu is hiding in your lodge. I have to find them. Oh, one of Lameshtu's own. That's quite a story you've spun, Your Grace. Next you tell me it's her. She's the thief. I'm holding roofwork down in the cellar. And what's your proof? That I hide cultists. Footprints. Oh, so what? Folks come here. Several hours walking. Here in the Stonelands you can swing a dead cat without hitting some goblin nests. I don't like your tone. Really? And how would you react if a mob of Brecht someone is hiding in your home and started troubling your guests? You were expecting me to bow and scrape before you. You're mistaken. Alright. I need to find the culprit. So, what did the culprit do wrong? Shot a deer in someone else's land and now the criminal has run away with the animal himself? Whatever it is, leave me out of it. Do you remember who came last? I want to check my traps. Some people arrived when I was away, so I can't tell. That is convenient. Your guest, Dumra, do you allow anyone who asks to spend the night here? No, of course, everyone. What else am I expected to do? Pick a guest, a warm spot near the fireplace? Let the others out in the rain? Dumra tightens her fists. But listen, the sooner I cross you off of the subject list. Your way then. Her eyes narrow. But have a care, no digging through my undergarments. I'll have your hands hooked. Something is burning inside the stove. Yeah, that is the uniform. The kitchen servant is busy grinding herbs with a mortar. She's wearing a dress, salt and dark stains. Her is knotted to bond. The woman doesn't appear to be noticing you as she makes her way to the stove. You notice she's limping badly on her right leg. Who are you? Name's Tasha. I cook for Tendrums. What can you tell me about your masters? No quicker road to trouble, talking to my masters, that is. How would I like the servants with gossip about you? Looking for a criminal. What? What can be seen here, you say? Ask Duma, she runs the house. Anyone been in the kitchen? Room? I don't have a room except here for the kitchen. Bed's a bench, still warm enough. There's that for tomorrow. Tomorrow midday's meal. Peek in the stew pot. Take the lid off. Some brew boils inside. It immediately flinches. The acid stench of vinegar feels like a punch in the face. Besides, you can smell some strange spice, which would be appropriate in a desert, but not in a first course dinner. The table is piled with dirty dishes and leftovers. All right. The back door was recently used. No surprise here. Fire crackles. No surprise here as well.
No stopping now.
My guys, you are going to soon regret coming here. Tedrim's chest. There's no hunting bow, arrows, or snares, no other signs of the Tendrins having any hunting in their minds.
It is done.
The sheets are crumpled, the blanket thrown aside. It seems that someone's sleeping in this bed not long ago. The bag contains Tendrim's clothes and personal belongings. Alright, so the story with the hunting really doesn't add up. Pile of dirty clothes cover the stash. Sheet on the bed looks dirty. Some bed cover sewed together from a number of patches. Fair enough. Recipes, shopping list, other piles.
It is done.
Follow me.
The chest contains modest clothing, some packed leftovers, purse with herbs and other personal belongings. The table holds a pile of letters crossed with ribbons. Those are letters from Olikar's deceased husband.
Well, it's done now.
Mattress covers, bloodstained cloth and bandages. Okay, well, now we're talking.
No stopping now. Onwards.
Alright, so the hunting was incorrect, and so was the story about the clothes. Olika, there were bloodstained undergarments in your room. Where is that from? I'll explain. I'm expecting a baby, but because of the journey or of the worries, something has gone wrong. It hurts, and I bleed. I try to find what's wrong. I try to heal myself, to appease the gods. The priest of Farama told me to help. The goddess rejected my child, said it would be born dead. But I can't accept that. This child, my husband's child, is all I have left of him. Okay, got interrupted by family means. So Olika isn't the one. Let's talk to Una with the hunting bow thing. Been in your room, found no hunting weapons. You see, well, I beg your pardon, Baron. Get a hold of yourself, you fool. You'll ruin everything. Truth be told, it's rather embarrassing. Proved much worse than a hunter than I thought. Just imagine I managed to snap not once, not twice, but 3 bowstrings in one day. Infuriated, broke my bow across the knees. It shames me to even speak of it. The woman in your kitchen is your cook? Yes. We can't imagine our lives without Suma. I think the Suma is the one. Limping. Also poisoning these guys. Good. Kirsten, I made up my mind. There seems to be someone especially suspicious. The maid. You think so? As you wish, I'll bring her. I think Suna, you know why I brought you here. I would? How? I jest, my lord. How could you know that I was thinking I... Enough. You know who you are. Lameshta won't help you. Is that so? Then you know little of our faith indeed. I knew it. The Great Mother is with me. Prepare yourself. Well, we're going to see that. We're going to see about that. Nice little stinking cloud. Let's go. Didn't even have a chance. Enough, I yield. You and your minions unleashed blight across my lands. Because of you monsters overrun the barony. Honest people fear to leave their homes. That's nonsense. I've heard stories about what's happening in your barony, but it has nothing to do with us. Tell me who you are. I'm a priestess of the cult of Lameshtu, the Great Mother, the ancestress of monsters. I'm not from these lands. I came here because of the pleas of your people who seek the mercy of my goddess. Tell me about your cult. We're numerous and we're strong. The tribe of Lameshtu followers grows every day, breeds and spreads over the lands of Galarian in search of places to create new packs. What rituals were you performing? I pray to Lameshtu. We ask for new offspring in the pack. We mated like wild animals, free of stupid prejudice. That's a nice way of saying having an orgy. I spare you the details. Those like you are unable to accept the greatness of our ancient faith. All right. It disgusts me to listen to that. Narrow-minded, living by stupid human laws. Where's the rest hiding? You cannot make me betray the children of the Great Mother. Torture me if you like. Lameshtu will grant me the strength to endure the pain. Have you allied with the goblins? No. We have the same mistress, but our paths are very different. All these people in the lodge, are they here because of you? They were searching for the blessing of Lameshtu. Our gods have denied them, so they had to ask the Mother of Monsters for benefication. The couple from Restov, did they come with you? Yes, several years ago. The lawyer defended a necromancer in court, native city. Panasva didn't want to prolong the bloodline of the man and protected those who raised the undead. Raised the dead. Yuna has more brains than her spineless mate, but she'd sought to support Lameshtu. The child, of course, will bear the mark of the goddess, but Tendrines don't have much choice. Pharasma's memory is long. Okay, Oika, she's a poor girl clinging to unborn life in her womb. The seed of her husband was too weak. Oika's child is doomed to perish before coming to this world. Is the lodge hostess involved in this toughless thing? No, she did not see, nor was smart enough to see anything that was transcribing under her nose. I won't offend the name of Lameshtu by calling our hostess one of her tribe. All right. These peoples are innocent. Let them go. As for the priestess, she banished from the lands. If we let her go, there's one more scene at the altar, if I remember correctly. So we're going to do them. I thank you, Your Grace. I thank you for your wisdom.
It is done.
All right. We're not attending council yet. Go here and get ready.
Keep your wits.
Unfortunately, no buffs, so we're getting ready in a second. Also, what's happening? Good, we got more loyalty, that's fantastic. Unrest in the streets, need to go to the throne room. More throne room. More throne room. Deal with a gambling problem. Thank you. And we're good. So. Let's do a rest. And I want to finish strong with a shrine. Kill a couple more followers of Lameshtu. I don't like them at all. So it's going to be interesting. If I recall correctly, there should be kind of an extra event here. So quick buffing. And then we're going for Lameshtu. Man, meanwhile we're pretty reliant on buffs. Good. A little bit of this.
Adventures await.
A little bit of that.
I do things my way.
This is my power.
And a bit more of this. Thank you. And then finally make these guys big.
It's a waste of time.
I tire of waiting.
Good. One last giant growth.
Everything has a price.
We should move.
No stopping now.
Yeah, there she is. As you approach, Sana raises her head and seizes you. She looks quite innocent, not like a Lameshtu cleric. She's changed her clothes since you saw her the last time. She wears a band across her brow, decorated with the three-eyed jackal, which is the sign. You came, what brings you here, Baron? Speak to me properly. I, the servant of the mother of monsters, marked by her bliss, speak to you as equal. What more do you want? What is this? Point at the rat. Lameshtu's messenger. Exquisite creature, is it not? Sign of that the goddess is pleased with me. It is a living embodiment of her ideals and shares the mother's smile. We could get her as an advisor. And she says, power and influence tempting for a leader, but tolerating a stinking city and foolish crowds. Could accept the title of High Priestess or Counselor if you wish. Alright. Very well then, Baron. I will leave this shrine and move to the city. But I warn you, I will not suffer an argument or rejection. The wisdom that guides me is far older than the both of us and does not respond kindly to willfulness or foolishness. Okay, nice.
Follow me.
Never a dull moment.
Never stop learning. Onwards.
I thought there had been
I don't need anyone.
a couple more things. Do we not have the necessary perception?
Does anyone require my counsel?
No stopping now.
I was under the impression that there were also riches here. I might be completely misremembering.
I'm up for an adventure.
I thought there was something here and something here, but yeah, maybe I'm wrong.
What's over there?
Maybe I'm not. Okay, we got ourselves a kukri. I like that. Gift of Death. Unholy sacrificial kukri. How? For an evil party, that's a fantastic one-hand weapon.
I need to concentrate. Knowledge is the key to victory.
I think there was something more around here. Am I making that up?
Onwards.
Alright, we give it one more go. I thought there was something down here.
I spy.
Why don't
What
we
do I
always find those things first? Nice. So what did we get? Frost Falchion +1. That's a nice little weapon. We got a +2 Falchion plus Animal Bane. This is an equivalent of a +2 Falchion, but instead of +1 it has Frost. Good, and I think we've gotten most, if not all of it. And I thought we would see another combat, but we got ourselves a nice little kukri, which is like super good, but unfortunately not really usable for us. But it's a nice one-hand weapon, I will give it that. +2, unholy sacrificial finesse kukri. That's a pretty good weapon. High crit rate, light weapon, goes well with dexterity. +17. Okay, interesting. Well, I mean, look, we wouldn't get all of the bonuses, but that's a nice setup, nonetheless. Throwing axes, also not too bad, but yeah, again, we don't need to do that. What we need to do now is we need to go back to Taskdale. And that's what we're going to do the next time. We most certainly have a lot to discuss as the story progresses. But for this episode, I think we're done. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Truly
My
appreciate it.
instincts
And
dull
see you
when I'm
all
tired.
in the next episode. Bye-bye.